I am made of the air of the Pampas, the snow of the Andes, the bodies of condors turned to dust, the hope and despair that have impregnated the sky of the Americas for generations. That is why, if I discover who I am, the result will not only be personal, but essentially a product of the geography and culture in which I was born and raised. And just as modern science nowadays accepts that the fluttering of a butterfly in the Amazon might give rise to a cyclone in Japan, I am also the product of the dreams and the sufferings of souls that for generations have dwelled upon this strange planet. The product of the color of the Sahara sands and the stones of the remotest and most forgotten village on earth. We are one body, and each of us can become absolutely unique and at the same time absolutely universal if we find our own place in this cosmic symphony. Spiritually, we are at the crossroads of the need to find our personal identity as creators and our cultural identity as members of a community that encompasses us. The challenge is how to be oneself, discovering one's uniqueness in all its potency. This process of discovery not only changes us, but also influences and transforms the very culture we are born into. Those willing to take this path must digest and internalize all their cultural heritage for their talents to reappear with a special power. This unique quality will broaden the borders of knowledge as we explore still unknown lands as real co-creators. You are listening to a baguala, a vocal style from northwestern Argentina, a sacred earthly howl.
Pecho, Santo Pecho, Ojarigua, Hai, Niguai, Ajau Jawakai, Ajau Japui, Chutu Japondai.
Each and every one of our actions or creations must be a step closer to our true self. If in finishing a work we feel that nothing changed in us, no metamorphosis has taken place, that piece of work is meaningless. It was created in a state of spiritual absence and with no transformative power. In order for any tradition to live, it must constantly relate to its roots and, in the same instant, be alive, creating, developing. sometimes in elusive, invisible ways. We are listening to a shaman of the Selknam people of Tierra del Fuego, in the south of Argentina. The Selknam disappeared about 30 years ago, and there is the temptation to hear this chant as a kind of museum piece, a glorious, primitive remembrance. However, to the indigenous men of knowledge, time does not exist. This voice is just as alive as the day it was recorded.